Hi, Dr. Paul Haider here. I want to tell you a story about a man who had a renewal of life. He was a man that was really into making money. He had so much money that he didn't know what to do with it. Had a huge house, had the wife, had the kids, and he was kind of ruthless in business. Kind of took advantage of all kinds of people, and people would he would call, and all of a sudden they'd be on the phones. They'd be cringing about, "Oh no, he's calling again." And then all of a sudden, one night had parked in the street, and he was coming out of his office, and boom, a drunk driver hit him. And he went flying in the air, came down, hit the windshield, broke the windshield, rolled over, and fell off the car, and he had multiple bones broken. And he was out. And then that driver took off, and somebody finally found him, and they took him to the hospital. And while he was at the hospital, he actually died. And during that process, he saw himself lift off the table and look at his body, and they were working on him, trying to revive him and bring him back to life. And he's looking at it going, why? Everything's at peace. There's no reason. And then he started seeing this light up there, and he started moving towards that light and going through that tunnel. And then when he got to that tunnel, he saw these three beings, one that came out first and then two others beside. And they were light beings, and they were all-encompassing love, and a love in a different way than we ever experienced before. And they said to him, you have great talents, you have amazing talents, but are you using them to help your fellow man? And says, we don't see that now. Do you see that now? And then, boom, he was back in his body. And all the pain came at that point. It was like, ah! And he was alive again. They had brought him back. And from that point on, he was a different man. He had a second chance. It didn't mean change, though. He was empty inside before, and then all of a sudden he decided, you know what, helping people and loving people are the only thing that matters. And at that point, his wife divorced him, and she took the child, and he called all those people he had made supper and asked her for forgiveness. And now he lives in a tiny 2-bedroom apartment. He used to have this huge mansion. Yeah, and it's stacked full of all kinds of stuff. You'd think it's kind of like a homeless person living there, but he went back to school and became a counselor. And he says, my life is so rich now. I help people every day. And that's really what it's all about. So I ask you, is your life, is your heart rich now? And if it's not, what will it take for you to start giving back to mankind? Does it take having to die and come back to life? Or is it just an awakening within yourself that there's something more important I have to do? Something more important that means so much more to me. And it doesn't always come easy. Sometimes it's very hard. But the richness, as this man said, The richness of his life showed, and how he felt and what he felt on the inside in his heart. And in the end, that's all that matters. As this man found out. So, are you putting back richness into society? Are you making a difference in society? Those are questions to ask yourself. I love you.